Hi guys, it's me, it's Dan. It's time to do another video because things need to be done. I came to New Zealand 15 years ago, and one of the things that I love about this place is the people, countryside, and it's a place where you can come, start a new life, get on with life. You get a fair crack at the whip and a fair chance. All of that now is under threat. I know a lot of you think I'm some kind of crank or nuthead or whatever, but I really don't care what anybody thinks about me. This isn't about me. This is about what's right and what's wrong. The thing that's happened over this last 18 months is that people I disagreed with 18 months ago, you know, the lefties and all that sort of stuff, we're all in the same camp now. Because this is affecting everybody. Whether you think you're from the left or from the right, it doesn't matter. The fact is, our freedoms have never been so under threat. And for what? Today, more draconian measures were blurted out by that imposter, Jacinda Ardern, and this pathetic Labour government. The mandates are now basically anybody that's unvaccinated is left out of society. You can't go to work. You can't go to a cafe, you can't do anything. Now, I don't know about you, but whether you're vaxxed or unvaxxed, I will not tolerate discrimination against people just because they think differently. This is going against everything we believe in. We hold dear. Our past generations have fought for. They didn't fight for this. A government telling you that you have to be vaccinated or you lose your job. Has anybody thought of the consequences of this action? What do you think this is going to do? I'm vaccinated. Against my better judgment, I'm vaccinated. But I will stand side by side with those that wish not to do so. Even if it means I lose my job, everything. I don't care. I will not have a government forcibly making people poor, worse off, jobless, forcing their kids not to go to school, forcing society to be divided and against each other when it's not necessary. The consequences are huge because it's not just the unvaccinated that are going to be affected, because there are thousands, tens of thousands of people like me who will support them, who will not back down, who will fight for their rights. This government has gone too far in doing what it's doing, and it needs to be stopped. New Zealand, I don't know what else this government needs to do for you to wake up, to stand up for your fellow citizens. There's a march and protests this coming weekend on Saturday in various locations around New Zealand. Get out there and support your fellow citizens for their rights to decide for themselves what is right for them and their families, as you have taken the decision for what is right for you. Because I'm telling you now, if we allow this government to get away with it, it may be the unvaxxed this time, but then they'll come for you. What I do know about all of this is they're going to come for people that eat meat, that drink alcohol, that smoke, that take foreign holidays. This will all be tracked under this so-called Vax passport. If this is the kind of society we all want to live in, then I don't want any more to do with it. But I believe there are far more of us that want to make a change and put a stop to this. The consequences are far too great, because there's a lot of us who are going to support the unvaxxed. And if they're not part of society, then that is going to collapse. Because I'm not going to continue to contribute into a system that does this on purpose. Why should I pay my taxes so other citizens are denied? Why? The bond between government and citizen is broken. We make contributions to society so that we can live our lives in peace and without hindrance from an overbearing government. And what is happening in New Zealand right now has gone too far. And I say to New Zealanders and fellow residents, stand up, let your voices be heard, do it peacefully, and if they come out with police and they want to do Australia style baton charges, plastic bullets, let them. But we stand tall, we fight for what is right, and what is they are doing is wrong. Say no to discrimination, say no to division, say yes to freedom.